Hello, this is Mr. Sprackton from the Prince of Wales School, and today I'd just like to give you an overview of how you can access your child's online report, which should provide you with half-term updates on your child's progress and attendance in school. You can do this by visiting the Parent and Carer tab on the front page and clicking on the Online Reports button. Here we've made a new page on our website with a quick link off to mychildsreport.co.uk and a copy of this video which will be displayed here later on today. By clicking on My Child's Report link, we open up the School Pupil Tracker login. Here you'll enter your username and password which has been shared with you in a letter that will be coming home this week. If you've lost this letter, do not fear. If you pop into the office, they'll be able to get you a fresh copy. Obviously, every parent and every child has a unique username and password to log into the system. Once you've logged in, you'll be asked to verify by entering your child's date of birth. You'll then be asked to enter a memorable phrase and answer some security questions before entering your email address. In future, if you've forgotten your username or password, you'll be able to reset your password using your email address. Once you log in, you'll then come across this view, which is your child's online report. As it says here, this has been set up following feedback, and really we're seeking to trial this between now and the end of the summer term 2018. What we want to be able to do is to provide you with a more up-to-date view and accurate information about your child's progress. This is a trial, and I would certainly welcome any feedback. You're very welcome to email me at headteacher@princewales.dorset.school.uk. It's important to say about this system that it just provides one view of how your child's getting on. If for any reason anything that's flagged up in the system is causing you concern, please come and talk directly with your class teacher about this. Obviously, thank you for taking part, and let me give you a quick view on what you can actually find in your report card. The first thing to say is this report card is just for children in Year 1, Year 2, Year 3 and Year 4. It's not something that we're currently using in the early years foundation stage, so preschool and reception will not be using this system at the moment. The first thing you've got on the top left hand side here is the report card. What we get is an overview of your child's current progress and attainment. The first buttons that we have at the top here are around attainment, and if you click this button here, it will tell you what these lights actually mean. So to have a green light, it means that their attainment in reading is currently above the expected standard. That's in comparison to where they should be with their peers nationally. In writing, this child here, and this is just an example child, this isn't a real child's data, this is an example, this child is working at the expected standards. So if you don't see any clear lights on, that means they were where they should be. A red light means they're below expected. Now this child hasn't got a below expected for their attainment. But what they have got is a well below expected, a dark red, for their progress this year in writing and maths. This would imply that the child, in their attainment in writing and maths, is in line with national expectations, but perhaps in previous years they've been ahead and they're not making as much progress this year as we may hope. And that's something that you may want to have your chat with your teacher about. Below here, we've then got a comparison with your child and what is expected of them for their age. And you can see here in reading, the child is above the expected standard at the spring half-term assessment, which would have been back at February half-term. And in writing, they're working at the expected standard, and in maths, they're working at the expected standard. So it gives a quick overview of your child and their attainment against their peers. The next tab is attendance, and this gives us an overview of your child's current attendance rate. This report doesn't automatically feed from our data system, and we will be updating our processes on how often we update this. At the moment, it's showing data from December, but moving forward, we will be updating this every week with the very latest data. So here you can see that back on the 18th of December, this example child's attendance was 98.5, and it shows a breakdown of the actual attendance versus the authorised and unauthorised absences. The next tab is assessments, and this really plots out the journey your child is on. And the yellow points all represent data points that were taken. Now obviously if you're looking at a child in Year 1, you're not going to see at the moment a great spread of data. But if you've got a child, particularly if they're in Year 3 or 4, you may be able to start to see the trend and how they're progressing over time. The blue line shows the expected learning of the, in brackets, average child. And we know that no child is average. But of course, over a period of time, we can start to look at a trend. At the moment, we can see the long-term view of writing at the top here, but we can change this for different views. So if we go to reading, you can see this child's progress over time, and you can see that this child is achieving above the expected standard because they're above the blue line. And equally, we can go for maths. And you can see that the child has had a really strong year 3 here, but they're now more in line with where year 4 is. Now, every child will have peaks and troughs in their journey throughout their time in primary and ultimately through secondary education as well. However, what we hope this tool will do will be start to track that journey for you and start to open up some questions and dialogue with your class teacher. Please remember this is a trial. Please come back to us with any questions or concerns you might have, and thank you for watching this video.